Ladies and gentlemen, today I stand before you not to whisper soft comforts, but to ignite something in your soul. I am not here to pat you gently on the back. I am here to speak to the fire that's buried deep within your chest. I am here to speak to that piece of you that refuses to die, no matter how many storms you've weathered, how many nights you've cried, or how many times the world tried to break you. I am speaking to the fight still left in you, the courage still breathing beneath your scars. Because whether you know it yet or not, there is greatness inside you, and it's time to let it roar. Every person you admire, every hero you've ever heard of, every champion who ever changed the world, they weren't born different. They were born with fear, with doubt, with weaknesses, just like you. But what set them apart wasn't luck, wasn't fate, and it certainly wasn't ease. It was the fire. It was the relentless refusal to quit. It was the decision, made every single day, to rise again, even when the ground seemed more inviting than the climb. Some of you are sitting there right now, thinking you're not enough, that you're too old, too young, too late, too broken. But let me tell you something, enough is not a measure of what the world gives you. Enough is what you decide to become. You are not too broken. You are battle-tested. You are not too late. You are right on time. You are not behind. You are gathering strength. The world wants to see what happens when someone like you decides to rise, because the truth is, no one else can bring what you have. No one else carries your story, your voice, your fire. We've been lied to. We've been told to wait. Wait for the perfect time. Wait until you feel ready. Wait until the fear goes away. But champions don't wait for comfort. Legends don't wait for permission. They act. They move forward afraid. They move forward bleeding. They move forward uncertain, because action cures fear. Movement builds confidence. Doing the thing scared is how courage is born. The world doesn't need more people playing small. It doesn't need more people tiptoeing toward their dreams, apologizing for their ambition, silencing their voices to fit in. The world is starving for boldness. It's starving for people who aren't afraid to show up fully, messily, truthfully. The world needs your gifts. The world needs your story. And whether you feel it now or not, someone out there is waiting on you to rise, so they can believe it's possible to rise too. You are not here to simply survive. You are here to conquer. You are here to create, to build, to lead, to love with intensity, to burn so brightly that others can see their path because of your light. You are not here to shrink into the shadows. You are the storm. You are the fire. And you are the one who decides what this life becomes. You think the mountain is too high, then climb anyway. You think the world is too dark, then shine anyway. You think you're too tired, too hurt, too weary, then rise anyway. Because the truth is, the voice telling you that you can't, that's not your soul speaking, that's your fear. That's the echo of every limitation you've been taught to believe. But your soul knows better. Your soul knows you were built for this. Your soul knows that deep down you've already got what it takes. You just have to remember, every struggle you've been through, every failure, every heartbreak, it wasn't wasted, it wasn't meaningless, it made you, it forged you, it taught you things no classroom ever could, it sharpened your edges, it deepened your empathy, it gave you grit, character, resilience, the things no success story can do without. So stop cursing the pain and start honoring the strength it gave you. Wear your wounds like medals. They are proof that you survived. And not only that, you endured and grew. There will be days when you feel like quitting. There will be nights when it all feels like too much. But those are the moments that define you. Not when it's easy, not when everything's going right, but when your back's against the wall, when no one's clapping, when you feel like the whole world is telling you to give up, and you look them in the eye and say, "Watch me." That's where greatness is born. Let me be very clear. You are allowed to rest, but you are not allowed to quit. You are allowed to cry, but you are not allowed to let those tears drown your mission. You are allowed to fall, but only so you can rise with more force. This is the cost of greatness. This is the price of purpose, and it is worth every second. Because what you build with blood and sweat and truth, no one can take that from you. What you earn with integrity, with fire in your soul, will never rust or rot. It will echo through lives you didn't even know you touched. People will doubt you. Let them. People will laugh. Let them. People will say you're too much, too intense, too unrealistic. Let them, because people only mock what they don't understand. They only fear what they cannot control. And you were never meant to be tame. You were never meant to be small. You were meant to shake the ground when you walk. You were meant to rattle cages, to stir souls, to awaken others simply by refusing to settle. You are not chasing dreams. You are building them, brick by brick, day by day. Sweat and struggle and sleepless nights are the currency of a life worth remembering. But oh, what a life it will be when you get there. And you will get there, if you refuse to stop, not because it's easy, not because you're lucky, but because you made a decision that no matter what comes, you will not be denied. This world will test you. It will challenge your will, your character, your commitment. But every time it does, it gives you a choice, to surrender or to fight, to back down or to dig deeper. And every time you choose to keep going, you become more disciplined, more dangerous, more undeniable, and soon you become the kind of person who doesn't just dream, but delivers, who doesn't just hope, but hunts, who doesn't just speak, but commands. That's who you are becoming, a force, a warrior, a mover of mountains. And it doesn't matter where you start, it only matters that you start, and that you never stop. Stop comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. Stop letting yesterday decide who you are today. You get to choose. You get to rewrite your story. Starting now, with every breath, you choose whether to step forward in power or shrink backward into fear. So choose boldness, choose purpose, choose the path that demands more of you, because that's where the treasure is buried. They will try to tell you that you can't, that you shouldn't, that it's too risky, but the real risk is in staying where you are. The real danger is in letting your potential rot inside you, untested, unexplored. Do not live your life as a watered-down version of yourself. Do not betray the fire within you for the comfort of the crowd. You were not made to blend in. You were made to rise up and lead. It's time to step into your power, to own your voice, to burn so brightly that you blind the doubts. You don't need more motivation. You need a decision. You don't need more time. You need to own the time you've got. And you don't need permission. You already have it. The only one holding you back is the story you keep telling yourself. So change the story. Tell a new one. One where you are powerful. One where you are worthy. One where you are unstoppable. Don't you dare waste another second doubting who you are. You've survived too much. You've grown through too much. You've been prepared by fire and pressure and heartbreak and struggle. And now it's time to use it. The next level of your life will demand a new version of you. And that version is already inside, clawing to be let out. Set it free. Let the world feel your strength. Let them witness what happens when someone stops waiting and starts becoming. This is your life. This is your moment. This is your battlefield, your canvas, your chance. So step up, stand tall, and go all in, with grit, with grace, with fury and faith. Show them, show yourself, that you are not just capable, you are inevitable. And when the doubters come, when the nights get long, and the pain gets loud, and you start to forget why you even began, remember this: you were made for the storm, you were made to endure, and you were made to rise, again and again, until there is no breath left in your body, until the fight is won, until your very existence becomes proof that nothing is impossible when you refuse to quit. Now go, chase what sets your soul on fire, break down the doors that dared to stay closed, speak with truth, walk with purpose, burn with vision, and never, never let the world convince you to be anything less than everything you were born to be, because you, my friend, are unstoppable, and the world has only just begun to see what you can do.